What's up YouTube, Demi here with another spoiler video. Of course, we got a couple new things today, as well as one from my personal Twitter. I asked PUE a question, which we'll go over first. Maybe not, we'll do that last. But you should follow me on Twitter. It's @small_Demi. It's linked in the description of this video. But anyways, we've got a couple new things today. They introduced several new discoverable hideouts, and they're revealing two of them today, Sanguine and Divided. Let's go look at them. Okay. Pretty cool. Is that the Lunaris Temple? Or Solaris Temple? One of those two, it looks like. It's a really big hideout, holy shit. More higher qualities. Cool, okay. So you got some big overhanging edges. It looks like an expansion to the Xana hideout from before, which makes it better. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And the next one is Sanguine. I like this one a lot better. It looks like the Crimson Temple, I believe, is the map tile set. But like, this is a pretty sick waypoint location. You can put the map device on either side. Or I guess down in the middle. I really like this tile set. It's so gory. It just fits PUE so well. Floating, wait, what is this just part of the map? The blood clouds? That's sick. Probably gonna cause some serious lag for a lot of people, but you know, looks good, looks good. It's a full review at that point. I don't know. I don't personally care for new hideouts too much. I mean, you guys know my hideout. I've had the same hideout for like 3 years now, so I'm not super worried about that one. I've had this hideout, the overgrown one from Leo 7, since I got Leo 7, which was in like, I think beginning of 2016 or so. I've been using this hideout for years, and everybody knows me by this hideout. More people recognize me by my hideout than my actual character name, which I find really funny. But yeah, you can find those from the from maps. I guess you can go find them. And then the next thing, really cool stuff here. We got 4 new div cards. They're really good this league, except for this one. So we'll start with the worst one, Obliteration div card. Obliteration's the chaos wand that makes the occultist chaos pops happen. I don't know why this wasn't made yet. It seems like it would have been an old one, right? Obliteration's been around forever, but its time has come and gone, and now when it's like a 1-alch unique for the past year or so, somebody made a div card for it. So unless maybe there's going to be a faded version or something, I don't really see a reason for this. It's just like not a good unique, so I don't know, whatever. Next thing, the second, I guess we'll go in order from worst to best. The Harbinger Orb card. Harbinger Orbs are pretty solid. They allow us to make Harbinger maps and reforge maps as higher tiers, so good for the Atlas. I'm assuming that these will probably drop from Harbingers, right? Just, you know, that's probably what's gonna happen. And that's a good card. 3 for a Harbinger's Orb. They're pretty rare. I don't actually know how much they are in standard right now. Let's check. How many is this? I can't price check it. Oh, there it goes. PV Trade Macro, stop being garbage. There are 27 Chaos. That seems like really high. I don't know how much they are in League, but they should be cheaper there. So that's a pretty good card. It's like 10C a card if you take the standard price. The next one is a Harbinger Fragment. For those of you that don't know what this does, all of the Harbinger uniques like Tempest Binding and Unshattered Will and all that sort of stuff, they come from fragments. You farm the beachhead map, the boss will drop a single fragment to one of the Harbinger items. And then once you have the full set of the Harbinger fragments, I wish I had one to show you. I don't have any Harbinger fragments, but they're like literally pieces of a puzzle. Like you get like 3 or 4 of them, and you put them in the right order in your inventory. They morph or they seal together to make the actual unique item. It's a really cool unique mechanic that no other zone has in this game. So to be able to actually farm those more reliably without running beachheads consistently is a pretty cool option. I like that one. I wish I could know what this says, but you know, whatever. The next one, and my favorite by far, is this Delve item card. So one of the main issues that I still have with Delve is that the bosses are so rare, you will never find one. Like, I still haven't found an ul. I played all of Delve League, and I still play, and I still delve. I've never seen an ul on my own map thing. Like, never once. I found the other two a couple times, but I've never seen ul. I've only been able to run him through other people's atlases, or other people's mines. So this gives you a Delve item, one of the uniques that drop from the bosses. So the Delve items are like Doriani's Machinarium, Mark of Submission. This is probably the worst one that you're going to get the most. Primordial Chain, the Golem Amulet, Command of the Pits, Demon Stitchers, pretty bad too. Cerberus Limbs, pretty bad. But then they also get these. These are the pieces to create the Precursor's Emblems, right? Which are incredibly powerful. You can turn in 3 of these. Based on what these mods are, you get 3 of these, and there's a lot of good mods here. Like, you can get the Juggernaut, you can get basically the whole Juggernaut Ascendancy, like, right here. Life regen per endurance charge, maximum endurance charge, and then if you would gain endurance charge, you'd decide to gain up to your maximum number. There's also gain in endurance charge if you've been hit recently, right here. Like, there's some insane potential on these things. You could turn in 3 endurance ones to get 3 potential ones of this, or 3 frenzies, or 3 power charges, or like any combination of those, right? And they have some pretty insane mods. Like Fall Pact at max endurance, Mind Over Matter, you cannot be stunned, additional curse at max power charges. And the cool part is you can get 3 of the same mod. It's incredibly rare, but it does happen. So you could potentially get 3 endurance charges from a ring. Or 3 frenzy charges, or 3 power charges. Like, it's disgusting. So you get the pieces to combine into making Precursor's emblems. All these little deeds. And then whatever combination that you turn into, the vendor, you vendor 3 of them, I believe, to get the Precursor, you get that. You also can get All's Uprising, which is really, really powerful if you get the right mods. Like Anger reserves no mana, Vitality reserves no mana, and Hatred reserves no mana, I believe, are incredibly expensive. Grace and Haste most likely as well. Wrath too, all the 50% ones, you can get those. Those combinations are pretty powerful. You also can get Crown of the Tyrant, Hail Negator, Doriani's Boots. Like, it's a really cool... Actually, no, this drops from the map. Doriani's Machinarium, but you can get everything else, which is a really, really good card to have. Since it's so hard to find those bosses, being able to get more sources for those uniques, I think is really important. So the next thing we're going to get into is the new synthesized Amulet implicit. They showed this. It's a Purity of Fire with reduced mana reservation implicit. So instead of 30, it's got this. And I'm assuming there's going to be one for Purity of Ice, Purity of Thunder, or Purity of Lightning, sorry, Purity of Elements. I think all of the Purities would be able to get this. They haven't obviously told us that, but that's just the assumption, right? Why would they show just Purity of Fire and not give the other ones? So that's what I'm looking at. That's pretty insane. I would assume this is probably like 30 to 40 range. That's a lot. That's like 10% reduced mana saved on a 35. A little bit more than that, like a 11 to 13% reservation saved. Even more if you link it to a power. So this has huge potential for Aura bots. We might actually see a time where Aura bots don't use Presence of Chayula for the first time, which I'm not sure where my presences are. I think I have a +1 somewhere. Yeah, this has been the best in slot Aura bot amulet for the longest time because it gives you the most ES, but we're now getting to a point where Aura bots are going CI and just stacking enough reduced mana reservation that they can actually get all of their auras on their mana with like the -1 mana reservation jewel corruptions and all the minus reservation items like the Helm Shaper, Essence Shaper mods. You can get Essence reservation on your helmet, you can get Shaper reservation on an amulet. This is an implicit, so you could potentially go take this and like spam it for a really nice amulet with like ES and stats, whatever else your Aura bot needs, and have this reduced reservation as the implicit, which is insane to me. The next thing, which is the thing that I asked them about on Twitter, is they revealed that this happens. They said that, again, they posted this on Reddit, I believe, and maybe Twitter, but it said that they can have 1, 2, or very rarely 3 locked mods. So you could get an item, potentially, you could pick up a jeweled foil that's Merciless Flaring of Celebration, so T1% Fizz, T1 Flat Fizz, T1 Attack Speed, that's locked in, and you can't get rid of those mods. But the question that I had is, can you divine them? So I asked them that on Twitter, and they were like, no, you can't. So we finally get to know for sure that you cannot divine the stuck mods. So if you do get a perfect item like that, or perfect mods like that, you won't be able to divine them to be perfected. But if you get the perfect mod combinations, like say, I don't know, on the leather belt you hit T1 life, T1 wed, and like, I don't know, armor as a prefix or something like that, you could potentially slam the suffixes as many times as you want. Just slam it till full, and if you hit garbage, you just scour it and start over, because you can't scour these mods. They're just stuck like that. Which is just like an insane potential to me. My only problem is, again, you're pretty sure we can't get Shaper or Elder mods like this. These are synthesized bases, they can't be Shaped or Elder, so you'll be able to get regular items with regular mods, and then you'll be able to Fossil Craft on them, or Essence Craft on them, or just Chaos Spam, whatever you want. And it will add those mods to it, but you won't be able to change these mods. So that'd be pretty cool. You could like Dense Fossil Spam this to get the Energy Shield from Body Armor mod as a suffix. That'd be kind of nice, but I don't know. These have a lot of potential, but because they're just normal rares, I don't know how much potential they're actually going to have. In any slot that wants a Shaper or Elder base, you're most likely not going to want to use these. And it's going to be really difficult to get the exact 3 mods that you want, or 2 or 1 mod, whatever, and then have it be a good divine on top of that. So that's my only real issue with that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. I'm pretty excited. I mean, this card alone I don't know where it's gonna drop. Maybe it'll drop off of the Azurite deposits that nobody ever clicks because they don't drop anything. That'd be kind of funny. That would make sense. I mean, I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say from the Azurite deposits or like fossil thingies, you know? Anything that you click down in there. Not chests, but like the deposits and stuff. Messenger probably comes from Harbingers. Harbinger Orbs probably comes from Harbingers. Or maybe this drops in the Beachhead map, I don't know. Dark Temptation, I really have no idea. It says Vol Emperor Purity. Maybe it drops from Vol in somewhere, Dried Lake, I don't know. Just blind speculation at that point. But let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, and I will see you in the next spoiler video, which will be probably tomorrow around this time, since they post spoilers from like 5 p.m. to midnight for me, and then I make the video afterwards. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you join my Discord. Follow me on Twitter. It's @smol_Demi. And join my Discord. There's a lot of people on Discord if you want to start discussing your starters or your builds or finding people to play with. This is a good time to get on there. Discord.gg/DemiGodKingLol. All the links for all that crap's in the description of this video. I'll stop rambling, stop YouTubing, and I'll see you next one. That'll be Demi out.